Hi everyone, welcome back to the MoreLogin Automation Course. In our last video, we defined what RPA is and imported a pre-built workflow. But before we dive into building our own complex automations, we need to understand how the system works and how to use it. Let's do that now. Here in the automation workspace, you can see the template we created in the last course. Here's something important. A template stores the workflow logic, but it does not run by itself. To make it operational, we need to create a schedule. So let's start by selecting the template, giving a name, and moving into the execution setup. Here you can choose one or more cloud phones that you need to execute the workflow. And next, we configure the execution time. You can set the time for each cloud phone individually, or you can set it in batches, setting the interval time for each cloud phone. This is very convenient for large-scale operations. You can also choose to run it daily and set an end time, so your cloud phones will execute your template at a fixed time every day. Also, you can change the time zone to your business location, eliminating the need to manually calculate time differences. Once the schedule is created, the system turns that template into an actual task. That's the key idea to remember. A template is the workflow itself, but the schedule is what makes that workflow operational. Now we can see the schedule in the workspace. This is where you manage scheduled tasks, monitor status, and track execution history. In other words, this is where the workflow becomes something you can actually operate and observe. You can see that a cloud phone was triggered and completed my preset task. In this way, we have completed template scheduling. Of course, not every workflow has to start from creating templates. Another option is to start from the Marketplace, where MoreLogin provides ready-made templates for common use cases. It is constantly being updated, and more templates will be added in the future. One thing to keep in mind is that some Marketplace templates expect the target device to already be in the right state. For example, the app may need to be installed, and the version needs to be matched. And these will be notified to you by the app status when selecting cloud phones, and then fill in some necessary configuration fields. That's all. The operating model stays the same. Create a schedule based on a template, and then that schedule produces a task run. Whether the template comes from a custom build or the Marketplace, that execution logic is the same. Next, we are going to open the editor canvas, learning nodes and how to use the developer tools to inspect apps. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video.